to order integers in 130 seconds. Let's go. Let's say we get asked to order these numbers from smallest to largest, guys. What are we going to do? Now, our first step is going to be to write out 4 columns which look like this. We can see that we have a column for our thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Our next step then is going to be to write out each of our numbers in these columns, making sure that we line up the units correctly. Let's get it done. First off, we have 4,464. Next up, we have 4,442. Up next, 4,003. And finally, 460. Making sure that we put our 4 in the hundreds column, our 6 in the tens, and our 0 in the ones. Next, we're going to fill in the one blank that we have down in the bottom left-hand corner. Finally, we're going to work across our columns from left to right, checking which the smallest number in each case is. Whenever we have 2 of the same number, we're going to have to move over to the next column. Let's see what I mean. So looking at our thousands column, what do we have? We have 3 4s and a 0. So this number is going to be the smallest because the 0 is smaller than all of the 4s. So 460 is going to be our first number. Let's write that in down here. And just to make things easier, we're going to cross out the 460 so we don't get confused. Now, because each of the other numbers have a 4, we're going to move on to our hundreds column. We can see that we have a 4, and a 0. Again, it's pretty clear that this number, 4003, is going to be our next smallest number because the 0 is smaller than the 4 and the 4. Let's write in that number then. We have 4003 as our next smallest. Again, we're going to cross that out to prevent confusion. Now, moving on to our next column, the tens. Why? Because we have a 4 and a 4 in the hundreds column, the same number, so we can't tell which is smaller. Looking at our tens, we see that we have a 6 and a 4. 4 is smaller than 6, so that's going to be our next smallest number, 4,442. Let's write that in and cross it out. And finally, the last remaining number, 4,464. Let's get that written in, 4,464. That's going to be our biggest number, and let's cross it out.